YouTubers, welcome back to my channel, How to Defeat a Narcissist. I'm an author and a healthy advocate for relationships. Check out the description box with my website address for my blog with several helpful articles, tips, and tricks on defeating narcissism, raising your self-esteem, and of course, leveling up. Also, purchase my book on Amazon, How to Defeat a Narcissist, the complete guide to shut down narcissistic abuse. I go into so much depth and break down so many different tactics to shut these people down that it would take a million YouTube videos to cover it. So make sure you check that out on the link below, available on Amazon.com. So why you can't leave the narcissist? Why is it so hard for you to leave the narcissist? You would think it would be easy, right? Someone treats you very badly consistently and you stay with them for what? The number one reason it's so hard for you to leave a narcissist is because of your perceived value of the narcissist. There's a quote, but I can't remember exactly who quoted this. It's in my book, but I don't want to open that up right now and read it verbatim. But it goes a little something like this. It is not the reality of the situation that makes leaving an individual hard. It's your perceived misconception of their value in your life. So basically, it comes down to a mathematical problem. It's an equation, right? X, which is you, Y, which is the narcissist, okay? You believe that X plus Y equals Z. You believe you can get to Z by having the Y, which is a narcissist, in your life. You believe that they are an addition to your life more than they are a distraction, a hindrance, and a toxin, okay? Let that marinate. You believe that the narcissist's value is super high, even higher than that of your own. This is why the relationship is doomed from the beginning, because their importance to you is overly exaggerated in your imagination. Okay? They feel some kind of void. They fill a gap in the lives of the people who allow them in it. And then they're put on a subconscious pedestal, okay, in our subconscious mind that we need them. So it's not only the narcissist trying to convince you that you are nothing without them and you're nothing, period. And the only time you're worth something is when they're giving you validation and attention. But you also tell that to yourself. And the real problem is you telling that to yourself more than it is the narcissist just reinforcing that through their words and abuse towards you. So when you believe that you're worth more than them and you should give yourself the love, attention, time, and sacrifices that you give to the narcissist, when you start believing that you deserve your love more than anyone else, then the game changes. You start to see the narcissist differently. You start to behave and talk to them differently. And eventually, if you maintain that mindset, you'll leave the narcissist and never attract another one into your life again. Because you have to be on a certain frequency to allow these people in your life. Okay? And I don't want to hear that bullshit about empaths and being an empath. Okay? That's just like a crackhead saying that they have the genetic component to be an addict. It's nothing genetic about being an addict. It's nothing genetic about being a victim of persistent, consistent narcissistic abuse from several different people you've been in relationships with. It's simply a choice, okay? You're not more prone to narcissist than Becky down the street. You, like Becky, you guys both attract all kinds of men to you or all kinds of women to you, okay? If you're a guy, you're going to attract certain people to you that has nothing to do with your personality or how low or high your frequency is, okay? Pimps are going to approach you, players, loyal men, assholes, abusive men, tricks. It doesn't matter. They're all going to approach you and shoot their shot. But the question more is, who is going to accept them Is it going to be Becky down the street, or is it going to be you? Who's going to accept the narcissist after the narcissist exhibits clear red flags that they are mentally unstable? Whoever accepts that behavior is the one that has more of a self-esteem issue and who is more prone to narcissistic abuse. You don't have some invisible magnet that is attracting narcissists to you. It's not because you're gifted with empath psychic abilities and you just give and give and give. No. Continually giving is a self-esteem issue. If you're always giving and never receiving, it does not make you a better person, a nicer person, a kinder person. And please, people, quit saying you love harder than the next person because you're self-sacrificial and you do way too much, and then you get pissed off when other people don't match your efforts, okay? A relationship is an even give and take. Stop giving more than you are receiving. Because what that's going to do is just set you up. It's going to be harder for you to get over the narcissist, because when it all comes down to it, you're going to think about, wow, I gave him this. I gave him that. I let go of this for him. I gave up sports for him. I gave up hanging out with my friends for him. I gave up my good credit for him and bought him that car, and he's late on the loan every month. You're doing too much, and when you do too much and you receive very little in return, there's a deficit that creates an attachment, okay? That deficit of give and take creates an attachment to them that becomes obsessive, because you constantly in your head want to even the score and get even with the narcissist. It's not fair. It's not fair. You hear those words in your head over and over again when the narcissist discards you because there's nothing left for you to use up anymore. You're all used up, okay? When you get discarded, you've basically given your soul and he's moving on to the next. So that's pretty much what it is, okay? You can't get over the narcissist because you were giving more than you were receiving. That created a subconscious deficit, keeping you attached to the narcissist and attached to the idea that you are owed something by the narcissist because of all they've taken from you, but you've given them all that. So if you don't start your relationship dynamics off with an equal give and take and end them with an equal give and take, then when the narcissist leaves you, it's going to be very hard for you to get over them. And that is why you cannot get over the narcissist. You think the narcissist owes you something. They're never going to give it to you, okay? You have to lick your wounds, charge it to the game, and move on. And stop thinking that karma's going to get them. Stop stalking their Facebook page, waiting for them to break up with the next victim they have. Stop hoping that what goes around comes around is going to come around and bite them in the ass. I know people who do horrible things and they've never experienced karma, okay? So no, what goes around does not always come around. Don't wait up for it. Focus on yourself and live your life, okay? Once they're out of your life, there's nothing more you don't have to keep tabs on them, updates on them. You don't have to keep repeating in your head that they owe you anything. And trust me, once you get rid of that false theory in your head, then you will be able to move on quicker. So you got it, guys. The number one reason why you can't get over the narcissist, you perceive their value to be way more than what it actually is. So you're putting them on a pedestal because they give you the drug and you're just a fiend. They give you that validation that you need, baby. And you know it and I know it, okay? You're addicted to validation, specifically theirs. You put them on a mental pedestal and you gave more than you received. And now you're mad. Get over it. If you need coaching, if you want to purchase the book, if you want to visit my blog, everything is in the description box below. Thanks again for tuning in. Until then, be vigilant.